morning. How are you all doing? Um, uh, I'm so excited to have today's live. We are going to talk with Sandhya. Probably all of you have seen her sari videos. She makes it look super easy, like how easily you can drap the sari, how easily you can carry your sari. And I was so excited to learn because even myself, I find it difficult to wear the sari and carry it around. So I really wanted to talk with her and know how she does everything. Let me wait for her until she joins. And before that, I want to tell everyone that we started a podcast on Spotify. You can go to our bio, and there is a link through Linktree. So we have our one podcast on Log Kya Kahenge. Uh, this is very common in South Asian culture that sometimes we miss what we want to do because we always think what other people think about that. So that is really interesting podcast. So you can go to Spotify and listen our podcast. Uh, and we have other two podcasts as well, and one of that is why women take backseat after marriage, like especially women's career, because we in South Asian community we always get married and move to the place where our husband lives or where he works. So that way we compromise our career because you might have already job in other state, other town or other city, and then you move, so you have to change your job, or maybe you have to quit and then find another job. So why women's career take backseat in contrast to men after marriage? So you can listen to that podcast as well. And let me see if Sandhya can join. I will send her a request. Yeah, I can see her. Hey, hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. And
How
I'm
are
sorry
you?
for the delay. It's been a crazy morning.
That's okay. I'm sure it's a lunchtime over there, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. But can you see me clearly? I feel like I see only half of myself.
Uh, uh, if you can literally tilt, like I cannot see your head.
Okay. Is it better now? I'll go
Yeah,
back
it's
a little
better
bit.
now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
perfect.
I am not able to see you for some reason, but that's okay.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm not able to see you.
Like my video is hazy or?
Yeah, I cannot see you on screen, but I can hear you.
Oh, I don't know. Because I can see you clearly. Like, do you want to start and see if video comes around?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
There we
yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with our like basic question. Can you please tell us about yourself, where you born and raised, and how was life growing up?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, thank you so much for having me. It's really an honor that, because I see so many people in your page that are outstanding in so many ways. So thank you so much for having me. And thank you to everyone who's joined me live today. So I basically grew up in India. I grew up in Madurai, which is a town in South India. So after I came here to the US to get my master's. I have an accounting background. I'm actually a CPA. And yeah, so, but then over time, from being a CPA, I decided to pursue creative pursuits. So I became a professional photographer.
Wow.
I'm actually a professional photographer. And that's what I do. I do part-time professional photography, and I'm a full-time mom of two kids. I have a 16-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old son.
Wow. So
Yeah.
that's really interesting, like especially how you manage with family and kids and your own passion.
I think it's so important though. I feel like family is there. It's something that we all have. It's so important, and you dedicate that time for family. But I think it's also equally important to take that time for self-expression and all your creative pursuits. Those hobbies keep you happy. It keeps you alive. That kind of self-expression. So I think it's important to make that time.
That's true. That's really true. I'm sure, like, those moms who are listening to you are especially, encourage, and it's good to have time for yourself, so
Yeah,
you don't get frustrated and you can give your 100% to your family too.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm sure it's the same case for you. I see how awesome you are with bringing all these women together. I'm sure it's very fulfilling, right, to do that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so like, yeah, being a woman, obviously you are obsessed with fashion, but I would like to ask you, like, at what age you get interested and inspired in fashion?
You know, for me, more than calling myself as someone being obsessed with fashion, I feel like for me uh, it's my style. That's my way of expressing myself. Yeah, I don't necessarily call myself fashionable. I don't think I'm fashionable. I'm not, keeping up with the current trends. I'm not into trendy stuff. But I do know what looks good on me. I do know what makes me feel good and look confident and feel confident. That's why even in my bio, I don't call myself a fashion blogger. I call myself a style blogger because I feel it's not the outfit that defines you. It's how put your individual spin on it. Uh, I think that's what makes that outfit look good.
Yeah, because I have seen a lot of your reels, and especially the reels with the sari. Like,
Yeah.
I know I have difficulty carrying sari because I'm not good at like draping sari, and
Yeah.
I love your tips and I try to follow that. So
Thank you so
I
much. Thank you so much. That means a lot,
yeah,
because
and I
when you
try
put
to
these,
be better because it's a very simple tricks, right? Anyone can
I
follow,
think so.
and
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, like I don't think I own the sari game or anything. There's so many bloggers who do such an amazing job showing you how to wear a sari, how to drape it. But for me, it's about making it your own. I don't want women to feel so intimidated. I think it's one of the most beautiful garments out there. And you can style it so many ways. And if you carry it comfortably, I think it looks amazing on you. And I know a lot of them are intimidated by saris, but the truth is the more you wear them, the more comfortable you get. And I think that's the same with many things in life, right? The more you, kind of own it, you feel more confident and comfortable in it.
yeah. So I would like to know, like, where do you get your fashion inspiration?
For me, inspiration is all around. Okay, like I feel like everyone brings something into the space. I mean, if you talk about Instagram, there's so many people with so many bringing in so much in terms of fashion and style. So for me, I cannot really pinpoint to just one thing. I feel like from a child, from as a little kid, going back to your question, I feel like I've always had a thing for what looks good on me. I still remember asking my mom for a yellow dress or a yellow outfit, and I was so particular about that. Even when I was a kid, I was like, no, mom, I want another yellow dress. And she was like, what, you want another yellow dress? And I'm like, yeah, because I think yellow looks good on me. So it kind of stems from the point that I always knew what I wanted, and what looked good on me. I think that's what it is. And inspiration to me is from multiple places. It's even my mom. I mean, growing up, I have seen her wear her garden saris, getting ready and going to work. those memories still remain, and I still, when I wear a garden sari, I think of my mom. So it's from different people, different places, things that I see on the internet. It's everything.
Okay. So who is your fashion icon?
So that's a tough question because I really don't have one person that I can pinpoint to. Uh, I feel like uh, if someone owns their style, I really have, I really appreciate that a lot. I have a strong sense of admiration for people who just own their style.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't have a fashion icon. There's so many people that I can't pinpoint to one person.
Yeah, and so like I have seen different kind of reels and photos on
Yeah.
your Instagram.
Yeah.
So what do you like the best, traditional outfit or modern outfit?
So for me, I think it's what the occasion demands
Mm-hmm.
and how I feel. I have a good sense of appreciation for both. I love traditional when it comes to wearing it on those days where you can wear those traditional outfits, and then I also love the non-traditional outfits. So I think it's my closet is definitely a good combination of towards one. I like both. I like both. And all the reels that you see, just to give you a little bit of background, I have done, being a photographer, right? So this is another funny thing. A lot of people ask me, are you really a photographer? Because you're always in front of the camera. So I am perfectly comfortable in front of the camera and behind the camera. But I feel like, when you if you're not intimidated by the camera, I mean, you're comfortable, right? It'll show. And I'm hoping that these reels that I make just gives that value, that adds that value that, listen, you don't have to be a model or, like to have that kind of experience to feel good and look good. You can just pose, try these different poses. It's just to kind of put it out there that, have fun with it. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what my reels aim for.
Okay. Yeah. So as you share different tips in
Yeah.
different reels and images, right? So how you get inspiration and ideas about those tips?
So again, Urvi, my thing is to just make it as simple as possible. Uh, like the recent reel was just about how I get ready for for sari pictures. If you notice, there's really nothing very complicated about it. I'm not using multiple pins, draping it in a certain way, because I feel like most of us just like that free open palla look. It's the easiest.
Yeah.
So my idea is to kind of just show that these are small adjustments you can make to feel
Mm-hmm.
comfortable and feel good in a sari.
Yeah.
Also, I have done pageants before. I have been part of pageants, and all the posing and everything is something that I've learned. So and it really helps, how to walk in heels. You spend a lot of time and all of that. So uh, why not share it with people that would actually take it and use it? I see so many bloggers, especially sari bloggers. There's so many good ones, and they're having fun. They're having such a good time. So, I'm hoping that these reels help them in some way, to have more fun.
Yeah. So do you blog on a website as well, or you share tips on Instagram only?
So I am thinking of starting one. I really don't have a blog yet. I started a page on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but I want to start a blog because I really want to put everything out there and I want to make that space my own. So when it comes up, I'll definitely let you know.
Thank you. And so, when and why you decided to become a style inspo from your, accounting background to a style inspo?
Yeah, so like I said, right, I feel like it was always a part of me. It was always a part of me. I was never about fashion, but more about my self-expression of who I am, using the clothes I have. So, and the pandemic was a good time for a lot of people went out there and did a lot of stuff. People started cooking, people started, trying out different things because there was time. And I'm definitely one of those people. I had a lot of time last year and I was like, you know what? I have always wanted to do this. So why not just, give it a try? And that's what I did. I just gave it a shot and I saw that people were very welcoming of that. And
Mhm.
that kind of gave me the encouragement to put more of myself out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pandemic is definitely inspired a lot of people to come
Definitely,
online
definitely.
and
Yeah, I think it was a great time for everyone to reflect and introspect and see what they wanted to do. There wasn't much socializing.
yeah.
So I think it was great that way.
Yeah, that's true. So can you
Yeah,
see me now?
yeah, I can, I can.
Okay. Yeah. So tell me about your personal style.
So my personal style is basically a mix of comfortable and dressy. So it's somewhere in between there, So and it,
Okay.
yeah, definitely, definitely, uh, yeah. So and it's also very occasion based and mood based. So I can swing from this end to the other side,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as your clothing are like, they are simple, but they look chic style, right? So I really want to know, like,
Yeah, they are
where do you
simple. They
shop?
are simple. Yeah, I know. And I know people have told me that they're simple, but it's just the way you put them out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and um, I think that's exactly what my personal style is. I think it
Mhm.
comes from the confidence that, okay, you know what, this looks good on me, so I'm going to stick to it. It really doesn't have to be the latest and greatest. It's just knowing that, this color would look good on me. I feel good in this.
Mhm.
So when you put yourself out there with something that you feel that you look good in it, I think it'll show.
Okay. Yeah. So like, where do you shop? You shop here, you shop online or from India?
So it's a mix of everything, I would say. I mean, I do visit India every year. I mean, last year and this year I couldn't, obviously. I haven't been able to. But I visit India every year, and definitely I get a lot of shopping done in Bangalore. That's where my folks live.
Mhm.
And sometimes online too. I have done some online shopping, especially these days. I feel like everything is available online, and so I get a mix of both. But when it comes to my non-Indian wear, I'm still a traditional shopper. I still like going to the stores and picking
Mhm.
out my clothes. Um, but slowly, I'm starting to experiment with more online stuff.
Yeah. So like do what kind of sari you love? Like I see you have like especially cotton saris and
Yeah, I
different
love, I
what
love, we, I think what it is I love saris that drape very easily and, that you can carry very easily.
Mhm.
I think linens, chiffons, all of them, I think they are my favorites now, but I do have a very healthy sense of appreciation for the more traditional saris, the more handloom ones. They're so beautiful. Uh,
Mhm.
that's definitely one of my goals this year. When I get back to India, I really want to add more of the other traditional uh, weaves to my wardrobe.
Oh wow. I'm sure you will get excited to shop for the
Yes,
sari when you go to
yes,
India.
shopping in India is the best.
Yeah, that's true. And food.
Yes, oh my God, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So, being a style inspo, what do you think about importance of makeup and the outfit you wear?
So the importance of makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I think makeup is great. I think it's evolved so much. You can either go for a very natural look, or go dressy with your makeup. But it's amazing that that option is there. I am all for good makeup,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely right now the trend is more about embracing your skin color, and with more makeup and foundation that's being available to match our skin tones. I think it's a great time to go try out makeup if you've never done that.
Yeah. And being a fashion influencer, how was your experience in South Asian culture? So, like, good feedbacks, bad feedbacks. What was your experience when you started?
What do you mean by that? Like,
So, when you started your Instagram page,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
there are people who appreciate you. There are people who give bad feedback. So, what was your experience?
I think that's the case with anything you do. I
Yeah.
think it's the case with anything. Um, and that's to be expected. When you start something, you're going to have uh, good and the bad. And you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. Like, if you want to be good at something, you kind of have to put yourself out there. You should be unafraid of taking up that space, showing who you are. It's important. And there's always going to be criticism. If it's constructive, definitely take it. And um, fortunately, I did not receive, bad criticism or anything. People were encouraging, people were kind, I should say. And yeah, but I'm sure people encounter that. I'm sure people encounter that. I'm sure people are going to be like, okay, like, how does she have the time to do this? How does she, I'm sure there's a judgmental way of looking at things, but that's the case with no matter what you do. I think we need to kind of overcome that, not give too much headspace for that. Just take the healthy criticisms, which will enable you to be better in what you do, and just keep going.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, right, do you have any tips for the moms, who want to try out something, but they are not able to take out the time?
Again, it depends on where they are, at what point of motherhood they are. I would say it's definitely more challenging when you have little kids.
Mm-hmm.
um, you know See what's comfortable for you, see what works for you. But if you feel that, what, it'll make me a happier person if I pursue something, I think you should definitely make that time.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me personally, like I said, making creative expression a priority has definitely made me happy, kept me happy. I think it's one of the achievements that I'm proud of, that I've always prioritized
Mm-hmm.
self-expression, be it, uh, style blogging or photography or pageant or whatever it is. Make time for it. Don't be afraid, don't be intimidated. Everyone starts somewhere. You don't have to be the best at what you do. I don't think I'm the best at what I do. That's the beauty of social media. I mean, especially platforms like Instagram. You can kind of put yourself out there. And sometimes you come across very supportive people, and that's been my experience.
Yeah. Yeah, and I have like one last question. I don't want to hold you too long.
No, actually, yeah, no, no, you are not holding me at all, so it's fine.
Yeah. So being a Desi girl, how it reflects to your style and the way you work.
In terms of dressing up,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm a Desi girl forever. Okay, like, I can never get that out of me. Even if I wear a non-Desi outfit, right, it'll show. I think there is some element of Desiness that I bring into it. I love vibrant colors. You know, I love gem tones. I
Mhm.
always end up picking those colors. You know, I'm not the one that'll stick to grays and light colors just because that's where the trend is going. You know, so, and then sometimes I'm, you know, I don't mind throwing in a pair of jhumkas if I feel
Yeah,
like it. You know, I feel like that's the beauty of style. You know, you just take an outfit, make it your own, and that's when you look good and feel great.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So, um, how is the community around you? So you have more like Asian people around you, or it's
In
a
my
mix?
neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
so I live in Dallas. It's heavily Desi, I would say. It's yeah, it's a lot of Desi people around me for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you would like to share with our viewers?
You know, I would just say, again, coming back to what you said, you know, if you want to try something, don't be afraid, just go for it. You know, any hobby that you think, if it's singing or uh, painting or any creative pursuit, you know, I would say definitely take the time and, you know, don't keep it a hidden talent. You know, just put it out there, you know, let people enjoy that talent. And it'll be more reassuring for you that you're actually really good at it. So don't be afraid to take up space. You know, that's my advice to people. You know, just do your thing and be happy. There'll always be people criticizing, you know, no matter how good you are. So
Mhm.
don't go with the aim of like, you know, pleasing people. You know, do something because it makes you happy. I think when you do it, it shows. You know, that's all I have to say.
Thank you. It's a really good advice, and I'm sure, like, because many women are, focused with their family responsibility, they
Yeah.
just sit back and, they don't think about their self, what they want
Yeah,
to
you know,
do.
I know, and that's tough, you know, and I pity, I mean, and I sympathize with some because not everyone has the ability to kind of, not, and the resources and the time to do what they want to do, you know. So I tend not to see that from a very judgmental point of view, you know. I'm sure that if people can, they will do it, but I highly encourage women to go. I mean, I see so many people, especially the sari bloggers, doing such a, you know, they have such a good time wearing their saris and posting their pictures. I think it's a great thing, you know. People will always call you vain, people will always call you names, you know. I think it's their inability to kind of do something that makes them feel happy, you know. Instead of that, they focus on that. So uh, don't be afraid to take up that space, you know. And yeah, definitely working mothers, self-care is of utmost importance. You know, even if it is 10 or 15 minutes a day, you know, keep the time for yourself. You know, do something that you like. You know, it could be anything. It could be practicing yoga, or like, you know, going on Instagram and starting a blog, or working out. You know, all of this is so important to keep your headspace healthy.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all your
You're so welcome.
suggestions.
And thank you everyone for joining. I see all your comments.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Sandhya.
Thank you, Ravi. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Take care.
Hmm.